While what happened in Parkland was a tragedy, I disagree with the fact that the kids who survived it are being paraded around the media as if they are messiahs. They are not. They are extremely emotional children that are unable to approach certain topics in a logical way because of what they have been through. Not only that, as they gain more attention, their behavior becomes more and more selfish. The actual victims of the shooting are no longer a thought, it is about pushing a personal agenda. You can see it in the tweets as they call for the boycott of the NRA as well as companies that have any ties to them like FedEx or Amazon. They are harassing these companies, demanding they cater to them, and when they don't, they are demonized and there are claims they support what happened in Parkland, and even a few people claiming these businesses are no better than the shooter. As for the people that disagree with this, they are told they are attacking a child who survived a school shooting, which isn't fair. If these children want to converse with adults, they should expect adults to disagree with the views they have and the points they are making. The real issue at hand is not the NRA. It is how the local police and the FBI failed to protect these children. Not only did the FBI receive multiple warnings about the Parkland shooter, but the local police had also been called to the shooter's house over 30 times because of his violent behavior, which included elderly abuse. Both the FBI and the local police department could have and should have investigated the Parkland shooter more than they did years prior to the shooting happening. There are no excuses for the local police department to have been called to the home of an individual who had shown extremely violent and aggressive behavior numerous times and not do anything about it. There were multiple instances where something could have been done about someone that had clear intentions of doing something awful, and there was not. There also could have been something done about the shooting while it was happening. Had the shooter been taken down by one of the 4 armed deputies that were at the school, there would have been less deaths and less injuries. There are teachers who did more to protect their students, as well as students themselves who put their lives at risk to protect their fellow peers. The anti-gun media needs to stop using children to push their agenda. You are setting a bad example for them and rewarding them for lashing out at innocent people and businesses that don't conform to their personal beliefs. I'm not saying these kids are not allowed to voice their opinions, but again, it is unreasonable for them to be treated like they are messiahs. This has gotten out of hand and the media is responsible for this. You have been so desperate to find people to push your anti-gun narrative that you immediately went after kids who had been through a traumatic event so that they could push your message for you. The main focus should have always been on the actual victims, not making the shooting as political as you can. Stop being vultures. Leave the kids alone. If you want to push an anti-gun narrative, do it yourselves.